What we have here is an unusual collection of cassette tapes. These are all in-store audio tapes that were played at the Kmart Corporation between 1989 and about 1994. I worked for Kmart for 10 years. I started off at the Ogden Mall, store 3066, which is closing in April of 2013. I then worked at Bolingbrook, 51st and Kedzie, Bridgeview, Harwood Heights, Norridge, and then ended at Villa Park in 1999. When I worked at Naperville, I worked at the service desk, and we would get these tapes every month to play, and they would play continuously on an auto reverse deck behind the service desk. And every month we would get a new tape, and instead of throwing them out, I just put them in my apron and took them home because I figured someday it would be kind of interesting. So these things ran for 12 to 14 hours a day for 1 month straight. And you can see the leader tape on this particular one is pretty heavily worn. A lot of the tape, when you look at it itself, it may not look like it here, but it's very warped because these things just got played over and over again. So I'm going to talk about some of these tapes over the next few minutes here on YouTube. So this is my oldest tape. This is the month that I started, actually, in October of '89. These tapes here were made by a company called Tape-A-Thon. And Tape-A-Thon actually made the equipment behind the service desk. It was an Altec Lansing amplifier that would go throughout the store, and then we had a Tape-A-Thon deck. At least this was what we had as an arrangement at the Naperville store. I don't know how these were duplicated, but I can tell you they're very, very hissy. And these are all stock, generic Muzak type of songs. So you would not hear this type of stuff on the radio or even on an easy listening channel probably. And every few songs you would get an in-store commercial. Let's see if we have one here.
Kmart shoppers, stop by the men's department where a wide assortment of sweaters and shaker knits, cottons, and jacquards are available in the newest colors and styles. Our fleece tops and pants for men's and boys are made in the USA and are available in a rainbow of colors at a low Kmart price.
Okay, so that gives you an example of what was played in the store. And again, the rest of that music it's actually pretty tacky. Let's go ahead and try another tape here. Let's try August of 1990, and let's see. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this just a little bit so we can get into it. I'm guessing this will be instrumental. Is that the Happy Organ? Either that or it's a knockoff of the Happy Organ. Okay, so, you know, you would shop to this, and that's typical of Kmart. I think back in the 80s when this company was a lot different, it was very ma and pa and very low-key like that. So what then happened is a company called Tower Sound and Communications was brought on, and this was around 1992. These tapes were much higher quality, and a lot of these featured mainstream music. Let's go ahead and play this one and let's see what's on here. So the Muzak and instrumental stuff went away, and you'd have more of the type of stuff that's on this tape. Let's see what's on here. Less hiss as well. It's like an opening jingle. Okay, I don't know what song this is, but this is definitely mainstream. Okay, so then these were monthly, and the tape still did take a beating because they were played over and over, hours each day on auto reverse. Sometime in around 1993, Kmart went to a weekly based system. So then there was a tape for each week. So these are actually the best in my collection because these were only played for 7 days at a time. And it's also that Tower Sound and Communications Company. I don't know what year this is, but let's see what was on tap in March, on March 22nd, that particular week. And I'm guessing this will open with that Kmart jingle as well. They all do that. Okay, that's something mainstream as well. I don't have any ads queued up, but there are ads every 3 to 4 songs on here with promotions and things like that. So those are the in-house tapes that were played over the PA system. Now I have a couple other tapes that are unique. Kmart was founded or opened in 1962. In 1992, there was a huge 30th anniversary program, and this was a company-wide deal, and it was open to the public, but we had balloons, promotions, clowns, all sorts of stuff, plus all sorts of sales. And during this one-day-only event, we had a special tape that was played, and it's all oldies. Let's go ahead and play this and see what's on here. So this was only played for one day, and then, you know, the tape was supposed to have been thrown out.
The year 1962. JFK is in the White House. The Clampetts are in Beverly Hills. The Beatles are waiting to be discovered. And people in Michigan are discovering a great new place to shop. 30 years ago today, March 1st, Kmart, the store that will become a household name, a name synonymous with value, opens its doors. March 1st, 1962. Folks listening to the car radio on their way to visit that first Kmart might have been hearing this.
That's Chubby Checker. So this was from March 1st, 1992. And if I recall correctly, this tape is about maybe 100 minutes long of just oldies and all sorts of fun facts from 1962. So that's probably maybe my most interesting tape in the collection. Another tape that I have, and this came from our pharmacy. We had a boom box with this tape in it, and then the pharmacist would turn the paging would turn the page on over the phone, and then would hold the microphone up to a boom box and would play these pharmacy spots.
You'll be glad you did. Thank you for shopping our Kmart pharmacy.
So these are just different ads that were played. And the pharmacist would put this up to the boom box and play over the store. Let's see what the next one.
Welcome, Kmart shoppers. Why not save money on your prescriptions? Our Kmart pharmacist will be happy to provide you with low-priced, high-quality generic prescription drugs when available. Thank you for shopping our Kmart pharmacy.
So there's probably, I think there's like 30 of them on here, but those are just pharmacy spots. And then there's also a couple other oddball tapes. These were not played over the PA or anything, but we had a looping cassette deck that we'd move around the store based on the time of the year. And this was something from Easter. It was just a looping tape that we would stick somewhere for customers to hear.
Happy Easter, Mom!
My kids love Easter, so I make sure the Easter Bunny has everything he needs to do it up right. You know, jelly beans, candy eggs, chocolate rabbits, decorative baskets. Kmart has something for every bunny.
Thanks, Mom!
This year, make Kmart your one-stop shopping place for Easter. Kmart, the quality you need, the price you want.
Okay, this is interesting because it doesn't have a window and it doesn't have any wheels, because this thing is governed by just the normal capstan and it just continues repeating over and over. I also have a Dutch Boy paint sale tape. I don't know if I've listened to this one, but...
Pick up all the painting supplies you need to get the job done. Stock up now and save so you can wake up your walls in no time.
Okay. So anyways, it's an odd collection. I'm sure there aren't too many people out there that would have these, but I thought it was interesting. Cassettes are dead at this point. There's probably very few retail stores that still play tapes, although it probably happens. I'm guessing if anybody plays localized content, it's going to be on a CD or some sort of a digital device. But mainly everything comes down via satellite. But this is how we did it at Kmart. There were about 1,800 stores, I believe, at the time. So these things were duplicated and sent out to all the stores. And that's how you heard your music as you shop. So if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and leave it in the YouTube comments below. Thanks for watching.